All right, we are here with the headhunter, Khortni Kamyron. How are we doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am fantastic. You got a fight coming up, but before we get there, your combat sports credentials are plentiful. Are plentiful. So if you could please let my listeners know all of your credentials in the combat sports world.
I am 5-2 as a kickboxer, and I hold the 125-pound title for Blue Corner MMA in kickboxing, and I am 2-0 as a boxer.
Okay, and do we dabble in the MMA?
No, I haven't yet. I haven't yet.
I like that. I like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
We've talked about it. We've thrown around the idea. I'm not close to the idea, but just haven't crossed that bridge yet.
Okay, and the boxing and the kickboxing is where you tend to flourish. So if you ever did make the transition over to MMA, it's likely that your stand-up would be feared.
Yes, that's what I've been told quite a bit, was that I would have a hard time doing like a debut MMA fight right now because of my stand-up.
Yeah, what it seems to me is if you're better in the stand-up when they bring you into MMA, they immediately throw you to a grappler.
Yeah.
That's what they immediately do. Like, let's show this girl that MMA is a different sport, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But like I said, you got a fight coming up, and this one's pretty special. November 7th. Why don't you go ahead and take it away from there?
So it is November 7th in Cheyenne, Wyoming for Sparta. This is a huge card. Actually, they're having the World Lethweight Championship on that card as well. I'm fighting for the 125-pound kickboxing amateur title against Nikki Cruz from South Lake Tahoe, California. And I am beyond stoked. I was actually thinking about this morning. 4 years ago, I was actually sitting at a local venue in Colorado watching the Sparta card, and never in a million years did I think that I would actually be fighting on a Sparta card, let alone fighting for a title for Sparta. That was like a wild dream, and now it's reality, and it's insane. I'm so excited.
Okay, well, the dream is now the reality, but it took a lot of hard work to get to where you're at. Let's talk about this training camp in particular. Okay. Let's start with the opponent. Okay. What does Cruz do well that viewers need to keep an eye on?
I haven't watched a lot of her tape. I've learned to not like just kind of drown myself with the way my opponent is on tape. I've found that I do better not doing that. She's younger, and I'm sure she's going to be faster. She's a 125-pound champion herself for another promotion, and so I don't know. I just try to prepare to go out there and do my best for each one. I'm going to be taller, so that's different for me. I've never fought anybody shorter than me, so that's going to be an adjustment that I've got to learn how to make. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what to watch out for. I just want to be really well-rounded with everything.
Okay. And you were saying that she's a champ with another organization. You're a champ, so this is champ versus champ. This is like the best versus the best. This is high-level stuff.
Yes. So they say that she's one of the best amateur kickboxers on the West Coast because she's coming from California, and I've covered 4 states here in the central region. So I think it'll be a good banger for sure.
Okay, and what can fans expect out of you?
Oh, that's a good question. I always try to have fun. I definitely want to put everything I have into this fight. I think that it'll be a challenge for both of us. I'm hoping to, ultimately, I would love to finish the fight. It's happened one time in my Miami career, so I would love to just do it again. But I think that just Probably just staying composed and not overreacting or just reacting right off the bat. Like being more precise and calculated is kind of.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, and what would this title mean to you and your camp?
Oh, we've actually tried a couple of times to set up a title fight with Sparta, and originally I was supposed to fight for the 135-pound title in September, and the opponent that I had then backed out. I believe because she was sick or had some health issues going on. So that fell through 2 weeks before it happened, and then we tried to get her again for this fight card and she couldn't do it. We had somebody else lined up, and unfortunately, she couldn't do it. So, yeah. So we found Nikki. Nikki and I were actually supposed to fight for another organization earlier this summer, and then COVID happened. So it unfortunately didn't get to work. But yeah, this would mean a lot. It was, a lot of failed attempts, and then finally success. I think we've all put in a lot of time and effort, so I think it not just me, but my coaches, my teammates, everybody. I think it means a lot to everybody.
Okay, and who do you think played the biggest part in your camp as far as training partner wise?
There's not any one person in particular. I have Tim Carino. He's my manager. He helps coach me. Basically, make sure that everything's just lined up exactly the way it's supposed to be. Mike Sullivan's my head coach. He's been there since day one. I also cross train at another facility, and I have Justin and Clem down there, and they've taken on being coaches and mentors as well. And I can't even tell you how many different teammates from either facility have just stepped up, and um, even if it's just yelling for me, hey, you're doing a great job. It's everybody. It's a huge team effort.
Yeah, sometimes the support could be overwhelming, but I think they all understand what is at stake here. This is a
Yeah.
big deal. This is a big
Oh,
deal and a pivotal moment for your career. Now, when you get the W, because that's how we roll here, okay, especially there, right?
yeah.
Okay, when we get the W, what is going to be a victory meal?
Tacos and margaritas.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. There we go. And are we having fish, beef, chicken, shrimp?
Carnita tacos probably. That's one of my favorites. And
Okay,
in
you got a
Colorado,
spot?
we have green chili, and so like green chili on everything.
Awesome, awesome. You got a spot that you already have lined up, ready to go to?
Yes, there's a food truck.
Yeah.
It's right down the road from my house, and me and my roommate were talking about the other day. We always smell it, and it smells delicious. And so I said, okay, Sunday when I come home from Cheyenne, we're so going here, and we're gonna eat a lot of crab.
Yes. Okay, and before we got on to the food question, which is my favorite question I like to ask during my interviews, you were talking about how you had a title fight lined up at 35. This one is at 25, so that tells me that you're pretty flexible when it comes down to weight. Now, which weight class do you prefer to perform in?
I prefer 135.
Okay, and is it just because there's less of a weight cut, less stress on your body, that sort of thing?
Um, a little bit, but I like to lift and feel super strong, and so I think that's just kind of where I'm the strongest, where I'm the fastest, most well-rounded. I did 125 back in February for the last title fight, and I felt pretty quick, but I was tiny, and it's weird for me being super small like that. 10 pounds is a huge difference on a small frame.
Yeah, 10 pounds would do me some good. I can tell you that much. I'll take it for you. Now, I know that it's fight week and you're also currently working, so I'll keep it short right there. I'd love to, run it again, do a part two with you after you get your victory over in Wyoming for Sparta with your title fight here against Cruz. I'd love to have you again, but again, we're short time here. So I'd like to give you a chance to thank all your sponsors, training partners, coaches, whoever you'd like to thank that got you to this point in your career. Go ahead, take the floor is yours.
So for sponsors, I have HKA USA. Hey. They are phenomenal. They're incredible people. I love working with them. I have Belay Organics. It's my roommate's company. She has wonderful stuff too. There's Grind Sports. There is Twisted Fibers Embroidery that does all our cool little shirts. Let's see. We have the Body of Armor Training Center and Viking and Valhalla Woodworks. That's it for sponsors. And then as far as the team goes, every single person at Fusebox and at Pound for Pound Fitness, there's too many to name, but every single one of them is, their help means so much to me. I don't even know how to express it.
Right on, right on. Okay, well, again, November 7th, how can people watch?
So go to SpartaSE.com and click on the Wyoming 4, I think is what it is. It's the first one right when you pull up the screen. And if you use code Cameron in the checkout box, I get credit for the purchase. Or drive to Cheyenne and get tickets.
There you go. There you go. And go ahead and drop your social media tags while we're here before we let you go.
Okay. Facebook is Headhunter Khortni Kamyron. That's the athlete page. And on Instagram, it is at Khortni and with an underscore after it.
Okay. And do we have a Twitter?
No.
No.
No, I tried that once and it lasted about a week and I was just like, I didn't really get how to work it.
It is kind of confusing. Well, I want to thank you for your time. We got this one done. Again, let's recap your win. As soon as you get your next title, I look forward to it. And I look forward to watching you compete. Okay?
Thank you so much for having me too.
Absolutely. We'll talk soon, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.